Hey, what's up, fellas? I am getting it quick because it is already it's 2 days before Christmas, and got to get to work. So I'm gonna go through this real fast. Just gonna examine where we are right now. This is the same place. So we're just gonna look at one thing only, really, because I have a long call out on this one through January 27th. Not gonna even worry about that. We'll talk about that later. Right now, we're just going to look at the one thing we've been working on. It's the KMB, Kimberly Clark uh, position that we had last week. You'll recall that last week we bought 100 shares. Uh, this is not going to show me. Oh, yeah, okay. We bought the 100 shares for $103. We also took, why is that? Oh, there, it's moving a little slow this morning. We also took $2 when we did that. We bought the shares for $100. We bought them with a 103 call, or sold the 103 call for 209. Oh, those are history. Okay. And so now we're going to notice that our shares are below our entry price, but that's okay. Now they are at 99. So what we're going to do for this week, we're not going to freak out about that. We're going to consider that the price is 99.78. Now, here's where I do want to do this part, and I do it quickly because uh, this is something that habits make the day. Because I really should have been doing this already. Account statement, profits and losses. Is that the one? I think that's actually it. So if I go down here and I find the KMB, which is the one we're dealing with, I'm going to create a note and make some notes so we know what we did with this account. So, oh shoot, that's not working. Oh, because I didn't have the trade, and I just okay. This is just 30 days from today, so this is only looking at the stuff we've done this month. So, um, covered EMR and sold due to assignment. Okay, when I started with this on December 3rd, I did this. See, I faltered in not doing daily updates. So when I started this back in December 3rd, and there's a video where I did start this with you guys in mind, is I did this one move that did exactly as I wanted to do. I bought it. A couple days later, sold it, took the profit, moved on. Today, we got assigned. We spent 101,000. I'm sorry, 10,000 on those 100 shares because they were $103 or $101 when we actually bought them. We bought them with the agreement to sell them for 103. That didn't happen because the price wasn't up there. So here we are now, moving our next move. So I can now see all that and put it in my notes so I don't have to remind myself next time. So we bought 100 at 103.16 as denoted right here. This was the price we paid. It was 103.16. We immediately sold 30th. We saw a $103 call for, for what day was that first call? Was for December 5th. Well, not December 5th. We're just going to look at this one right now for KMB. December 19th for 12/19. Why did that go up? Okay, we sold 103 tall for 12/19. At what price? 209. 209. So then our new cost basis, this is the price that we're actually into it. We paid 103.16. We took in 209. So that means that we actually paid the 101.07 is our actual cost basis. Now, you can see that I'm not just making up numbers, and you can see that this was the actual cost, 101.07. See, right there, because times 10 or 100. So that's where we were on that day. Now, I usually put my dates in front. I'm going to just leave it like right now because today is the 23rd, and we are going to do our next action. So I'll save that so that is a note that I have so I know where I'm at. And then the next thing I do, I'll put a note back in. So now we go back to the trading tab and we look at where we are. And since the price is at 99.78, we're going to sell for 65 cents. I'm going to actually look and see if we did it for 2 weeks. Will we do a little better? Double the money, which is still only the 1%. Because what we want at this point, since we paid $101, well, yeah, since we paid 101 was our entry, then we want to get 10% or 1%. So we're looking for 101 times 0.01. We're looking for $1. So we would want this. Yesterday, we probably would have gotten closer to it, but I was busy because this Christmas weekend was my only day off. So what we're going to do is to sell one contract. This is the number of contracts, which is 100 shares per contract. So we're going to sell that one contract for, looks like 65 cents. And the shares will be taken away from us for 100. If we, this 101 is not likely. Because if we take that 65, because our cost basis is now down, this is where, this is where the notes help. Because when I look at the note and review it, right, it's letting me know that I'm down to 101. So I really want $1. I can't get the $1, but that's okay. Remember that we started out by getting 2%. So we're still going to be okay by taking a little over 0.5% this week. And I believe that that's what we're going to do. Is to go ahead and take that 0.5% and just continue moving forward. And that will continue because we're not looking for, and this is the mindset I got to get back out of, right? Is this notion that, man, because I have seen it where you can buy something for a dollar in the morning and sell it for $50 in less than a day. And if you scale that up, $500 in less than a day. And I don't want to get distracted by trying to do that. Instead, what I want to do is follow a plan, and where that's what we're doing. And we'll continue on with the plan, and we'll look at it fresh next week. So, or I mean tomorrow, because right now we've got an order in for that sell. It will have to happen. We don't know what the stock is doing in the pre-market hours. So, like right now, they're actually trading it. The options market is only open during the actual market hours of 8:30 to 3 o'clock our time. So that's where we are. This order is in there with a limit price, meaning that it will take the 65 cents, no less. We may get more, but that's the limit is 65, and that will move us toward our goal. If so, it will bring our price down from 101 down to 90. No, it would end up being 100, and it would be like where if we get out, if it's 101 now, let's just say 101 even, it's like '07. But if we get that 65 cents, then we're going to reduce that 101 price by 65 cents because we've taken that money back. Now the break even for us will then be down to $100 and some change, 35 cents. So that would need to be our new price to just sell the stock and get all of our money back. Our goal is to just keep getting that 1%. And then when we get all of our money back, we've got that plus the 1% that we've had. And we'll just keep moving and see how it plays out. Got to get ready for work. I'm sending this to all of you now because I want to make sure that we're getting this down. And this is how it goes. You stumble in the beginning and you work your way up into learning what you're doing. And I'm bringing you with me on this journey because you need it. I need it desperately. You need it even more so because I don't want you to be in my position when you're my age, where you're like, okay, what are we going to do for the rest of the life? Because my back hurts from working, my body's stiff. I'm like, I don't have. Well, I guess I do have 80 hours a week in me right now, but that's not sustainable. And your happiness and your security is better achieved if we learn these small steps now, so that when you are established and older, when you're in your 40s and 50s and 60s, you will be prepared a little better. So just trying to get it to you now because I didn't have it when I could have gave it to you earlier. And I'm trying to get it to myself now. Trying to get it to you before I'm trying to help you. So I love you all, and I'll see you at Christmas dinner. Your train is stopping me.